Hello, my name is Don Boyer. I am honored to be invited by the China Association of Standardization to speak to you today during this Project Management Standardization Congress. I am currently serving as the chair for ISO Technical Committee 258. The TC 258 team is responsible for developing and maintaining international standards for project, program, and portfolio management. In over 40 years of experience with organizations ranging from small 40-person private businesses to large public sector enterprises, a common theme has been standardization to increase organizational efficiency. For project, program, and portfolio management, the standardization has come in many forms, including processes, procedures, templates, tools, and checklists. In each case, the goal was to increase organizational efficiency and productivity while providing project and program managers with enterprise-level tools and standardized processes. I have seen the chaos and sometimes failure caused by organizations that do not have the discipline to implement the standard techniques, and I can tell you that I much prefer the professional environment that comes from following a common set of processes and procedures. I would like to start with information about what TC 258 has accomplished and our ongoing activities. Our standards are produced by working groups formed by assembling subject matter experts from around the world. They work together virtually and in face-to-face or hybrid meetings to develop working drafts, committee drafts, and draft international standards, with the end result being the published international standard available for worldwide use. By gathering a wide variety of experts, we are able to make sure that all viewpoints are considered, regardless of organizational size or industry. This results in a product that applies to most organizations most of the time. These standards provide a common starting point for countries, companies, or any type of organization to use as written or to tailor to their specific needs to develop local standards based on ISO work. To date, TC 258 has published 9 international standards covering project, program, and portfolio management, PPPM, related topics. Specifically, there is a standard for PPPM vocabulary and one for PPPM context and concepts. 4 guidance standards cover the topics of 1, project management, 2, program management, 3, portfolio management, and 4th, governance. There is a standard for work breakdown structures for projects and programs, and there is a standard for earned value management for projects and programs, and a companion standard for EVM implementation guidance. Our ongoing work includes second edition standards for the WBS and EVM standards. Additionally, work is being done on a requirement standard and a standard for artificial intelligence, concepts, applications, and implications. Finally, a standard for guidance of post-project and program evaluation will be published soon. This project was expertly led by Mana of the China Association for Standardization, supported by a team of subject matter experts from 8 countries and 3 liaison organizations. At this point, you may be asking yourself, so what? What's in it for me? Which are both good questions. I tell you from experience that the use of standards, whether international, national, or organizational, can make your job a lot easier. Having this starting point takes the guesswork out of what am I supposed to do and how do I do it? In other words, the expectations for how to lead your projects are clearly defined for you. I see that part of the theme for this Congress is digital intelligence empowers progress. As previously noted, TC 258 is already considering the impact of artificial intelligence, or AI, on the project and program management profession. There is no doubt that AI will have a profound impact on the PPPM field, primarily in the types and sophistication of the tools available to plan, manage, and report on the project, program, and portfolio performance. However, I am reminded of a poster that one of my supervisors early in my career had on his wall. It stated, "It must be easier to use a computer than not use a computer." So, brought into this current context, the goal is that the AI tools do not become burdensome or difficult to use, but rather free up the professional PM to focus on high impact actions. This will allow you, as a project or program manager, to focus your energy on more important activities, like increasing collaboration within your team or with suppliers to improve project performance. You may be able to enhance communications with other projects to increase cross-project resource utilization. Or you may be able to assess in detail your project performance to provide suggestions on how to improve the standards in use to enhance the overall organizational performance. You can become an advocate for the use of standards within your organization through PM forums or larger gatherings like this Congress. Also, you can communicate the benefits of using standards to young or new project and program managers by mentoring them on how to follow the processes and use the tools and techniques to become more proficient. At a more general level, if you are interested in international standards development or the development of national standards, you should reach out to the China Association for Standardization, or if you are from another country, the similar national standards body in your country. Also, on the ISO website, you will find information about TC258 that can help you learn more about what we do to decide if there is ongoing work that you have an interest in helping. In closing, thank you to CAS for the opportunity for me to share some information about TC258 and to discuss the importance of what we do. The positive impact standardization can have on both individual and organizational efficiency can be measured by the rate of success for projects and programs. I wish your projects to have no budget cuts or cost overruns, no resource or supplier issues causing schedule challenges, no scope changes, and most of all, the unending support of your executive sponsors. In other words, the perfect project. Thank you.